have a standard thing we say at the start of the stream.
What's up, YouTube?
Is that trademark? I feel like someone has to do that already.
Every YouTuber.
I was waiting for it. We killed it.
Good job, guys.
That was awesome. Are we on?
Yeah, we're on.
That's what I thought.
We caught the what's up, YouTube.
Yes! You have to just edit that out.
Now you're gonna
the sound file and just put it in front of all our YouTube
Yeah,
videos.
add that into everything now.
Fucking doubled up.
So, yeah.
And we thought we were fired.
Last adventure started with day 2, right? I think. We started with day 2, right? Okay.
We finished.
I'm just. I don't know.
No, yeah, you're right.
I don't remember how far back to recap.
We did. Yeah, we did.
So, okay, that's what I thought. So, yes. You guys sound like you mostly remember where everything was, but...
Wait. Wasn't there like a sword fight going on? I'm just messing around.
There's about to be. Alright, so... We started last time with day 2 of the competition. You guys did the weaponry contest, the awesome haiku poetry contest. That's going to be our most liked video. If you haven't watched that part, go find the haiku. We did law. We did
watch the end.
we did law. We did go. We did archery. We did hunting.
We didn't really play Go. We just rolled and said we played Go.
Well, yeah, because that would have taken like hours and hours. After that, you guys had finished the competition. Everybody had enough points to pass their Genpuku. So we went to the feast. You guys did the exchanges of gifts. Hitoshi had a little bit of an outburst because the mantis kind of got skipped over in the order of the great clans, and so he was a little foolish and kind of made a fool of himself. You guys talked him down very wisely instead of letting him duel the leader of the dueling academy, which would have went poorly for him. Then we went to day 3 of the competition, which was our duel to determine who the actual champion was, and we learned very quickly that someone had planted a Bayushi Sugai, the other scorpion, had planted a sharpened katana, and when Hitoshi faced off against the Kakita Riku, I don't remember what her clan was, but when Hitoshi faced off against her, she struck him down, and everyone realized, oh, that's a real katana. You guys had seen somebody running off in the distance. The last year's Topaz Champion said, hey, follow me, grab a real weapon, and you chased down and captured the scorpion. And we left off right as you guys were arriving back, and right as Riku was preparing to commit ritual suicide with Bram's beautifully crafted Tanto.
Suicide sword.
Yes.
I like to call it.
And as he sees you guys coming back, dragging the bloodied scorpion, he said, hold, clearly there's more going on here than first appeared, and that's where we stopped. So...
She's like, oh, thank God.
So now everyone's looking at you guys. I don't know who's carrying the scorpion or...
He's on a horse.
Or is he on the horse? Okay, is that what you guys did? That sounds familiar. I think you did.
Yeah.
You put him on your horse because he was too beat up.
You threw him up there.
Yeah, okay.
Some buff crabman.
We also have
Hey, that's my new name.
What's that?
we also
Yeah.
have a pet dragon. If you didn't remember that.
Yeah. And
It's a baby
you're
right
not
now,
allowed
but
to
it's
talk
gonna be
like
bigger.
Sounds
Are
familiar.
you
Wait,
the
what?
pet?
the Emperor decided to also make us
Oh, he's
all
about to get-
honorary
You're
emperors.
the pet dragon.
Well, good thing I'm a healer. I'll heal that burn.
Ooh.
Oh, or Bob, maybe Bob's the pet dragon.
Yeah,
Both
Bob's
you are-
definitely the pet dragon. Look at that.
What? Huh?
Automatic 2 strike.
It's just
Yes, anybody who had any
dragons.
damage or strife
That's mine.
from last time.
Yep. I can get rid of some.
Yeah.
Because I'm not. When does this seem to...
It's gonna end after this conversation, but you can go ahead and just it's ended now, basically.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, we can just say it's gonna end after this conversation. Nothing else is gonna happen other than
What if I fuck up the conversation?
Well,
Or that
Don't.
motherfucker's face.
I mean, I guess you could purposely do that, but
Someone pass a pencil my way, please. Thank you. Thank you, both of you.
I woke
all right.
up.
So yes,
Failed. Stab him in the chest.
so who's holding?
I was on a horse. I assume I'm back before everybody.
Who's holding the fake sword that he swapped out for the real one?
He had the fake.
Because remember, he had it. Did you guys? I'm assuming you guys are bringing that back with you,
Yeah.
since that's like the evidence, the proof.
I assume.
Yes.
Okay.
DM. Yes, we do what DM says we do.
No, I mean, you don't have to. I
Well,
did you
I
just
assumed
leave it in the field? Or?
I assumed. Did he drop it when he was running? Did we talk about
thought it was
that?
on him.
I just
No,
said he had it on him.
it'll be on him. Yeah.
Because
but
I didn't think he was like just running with it in his hand, a
No,
fake
no,
sword
no.
that's not gonna do anything.
I just didn't know if he was still wearing it or if you guys.
We don't know. Is he
carrying
still
it.
wearing it, or did he drop
Well, we
it?
tied him up, so I meant.
Did we say we took it off his body?
sword away.
No, you didn't say. That's why
Then
I'm
it's on his
asking
body.
you.
Okay.
It's wherever you want it to be.
It's on him.
Right up his ass. Let's
If
go.
it's in the field a mile away, then it's over there. I don't care which.
I assumed he still had it on him.
Okay.
If not, I would have
Okay.
said.
I ran a mile away.
I
and
didn't know if
dumped
you
it in
let
the
him
field and
keep
came
it
back.
or if you. I mean, he's not actually going to fight back if he's tied up on a horse.
It's also
Well, no,
a fake sword, so what's he gonna do?
And I'm also
Me with
he's
it?
like all bloodied and on the horse with
Bleeding
me, and I'm just
profusely.
hauling
Okay.
ass back to let
All
them
right.
take care of this nonsense.
So the Toshimoko is looking at you guys. You know, like I said, he said clearly there's more going on than first appeared. The girl is on her knees, like,
Okay, yeah,
am I
I
supposed
will.
to kill myself or am I good now?
I'll jump down off of the horse. I'll bow and
Don't kill us yet.
I just kind of stand like a protector, striding back and forth.
I will.
Nobody looks surprised seeing him. Obviously, with his demeanor the last few days, it's not. It's pretty obvious that he was unhappy.
Yes, as I'll say, we saw him running after this happened and found a sword on him that looks like the sword that was intended to be used for this combat. He attacked, and we were able to stop him, to bring him back here for you to figure out what has transpired. I don't want to make any assumptions.
You know, he is greatly pleased, and around this time, the other last year's Topaz Champion is catching up with you guys because you guys kind of took off without her, and she shows up and vindicates your story essentially. You know, what they speak is truth. Toshimoko, this man's jealous rage tried to sabotage the competition, and basically we're you know he summons for Riku, like, you know, you're fine, stand up, you don't have to kill yourself now. And yeah, you can see that she is, you know, concerned, but she's definitely sweating. But so now basically you get your ghosty tinglies going on again, and you guys all see Doji Satsume's face looking on with approval, and then he turns and kind of makes eye contact and walks away into the crowd.
Huh.
So you
Weird.
no, he's you can I'll read the box text. You can see in his eyes his story isn't complete, and you'll see him again.
Oh.
I bet you didn't see that coming.
Oh.
I did see it coming.
How many times?
So
we have to
basically-
bless it, old man?
Now it's a real awkward kind of scene now, as everyone's like, well, I guess we need to finish the competition, but this was weird. So the town magistrates will come and take away you know, the scorpion for further questioning. So they don't take your horse, they pull him down and, you know, thank you, and take him off to
Try to take the horse. Take a try to take the horse, I guess.
so So now awkwardly we are going to finish the duel. Derek is still in the lead.
Like, did she win then?
Right.
Sadly enough, even though yes, it did count as a win for her. So,
I guess.
you're off in your own magic dueling thing. So
Nerd.
So
Yeah, nerd.
you're gonna do your magic thing, and
You guys remember that fire sword thing? That was pretty cool. That was me.
so essentially right now, who is interested in winning this competition?
Of course I am.
I also am.
Give it a shot.
Because you guys can pass and just let it kind of play out, or
I would dishonor my family for me to not
Try.
continue in the competition.
right. Well, it's just the option is there to pass if you don't want to. You know, the
I don't. I was pretty close to winning, but I'm gonna let it go.
It's just some armor or whatever.
I always say, make it to the last step and give up. So, I'm going home.
oh, wise words, samurai.
So the fight's really just for like shits and giggles, like honor.
It's funny that the adventure really does just say this is a good place to end, but if they want to finish the competition, go ahead. And it just gives like the most basic rules to.
Do we get anything if we like come
Yes,
second and
if we
stuff?
second no.
Yes.
You have to win.
Yes,
second?
you do for second.
Oh, you do?
Yes. First and second only get something. Obviously, that's why the runner-up
But
was
it's
here.
not written in there that like we don't win, is it?
No.
Like none of them can
No,
win
we
the
absolutely can
competition?
win.
Okay.
You guys can win. The NPCs
I
can
personally
win.
think it's between you and me.
I don't know about
Derek's
that.
pretty
Derek's pretty
close.
good. Like we haven't been tracking our points. How do you win?
Derek-
Win the duel?
Yeah,
You
have to
just win the duel.
That's it.
Well, we're not actually going to do a full bracket duel. It's just we're going to do a standard roll.
It'll
with
take
the
it'll
successes.
take like 2 hours to do like an actual. Every single person is going to do their own
Yeah, no,
duel.
we don't have to do that.
And so what the book says to do is just do a competitive target number 1 martial arts melee check. The most bonus successes takes the lead, and then the next person goes and tries to beat that. Whoever finishes with the most bonus successes
Gets the point.
gets the wins, basically.
Okay.
So
Sorry.
So it's kind of an abstract way. I don't want it to be like a disappointing end to this big championship thing that we've been doing, but I mean, really the difference is, you get a slightly better suit of armor and the prestigious title of the Topaz Champion.
I want fancy armor.
So do I.
Sounds like.
And it's the armor that the girl is wearing right now. You can see.
Which means it won't fit me very well, but I still want it.
She's like, oh
You know, you have to pass it down. You don't get like your own.
You have to pass it down to the next winner. And
That's lame. I don't want it then. I want my own armor to keep forever.
Yeah, I don't want hand-me-down armor.
Gross.
it is. Everyone will get armor and weapons after this. Everyone's going to get issued stuff.
I don't need fancy armor if I just have to give that armor away
But
next year.
this armor is much better than what you're going to get for free if you don't win.
But I only get it for a year.
Yeah, I know.
just don't show
And then you
back
gotta
up.
show back
Probably
up.
not gonna play this game for more than a year in character.
I'm gonna just honorably bow out. I'm not fighting. I don't need it. I don't need to flex. I already did it.
No flex.
No flex.
Well, I'm just gonna give it away. I won't fight.
All right.
I'm not just gonna let Bob have it.
It's a monthly thing to do.
Like I said, if we actually did by the dueling rules and did all duels for everybody plus the NPCs, it would take entirely too long.
But don't you want us to not be finished too early? Wouldn't making do something that takes us a very long
I'm
time?
not talking about that.
Too long.
All
Alright,
right.
anyway, so what do we do? What do you want us to do? Who's doing this? I'm in.
I'm in.
Who's first?
Or is it just the martial arts melee?
We're just
or
gonna
martial arts tactics? Or
we're just gonna
stance
ignore
tactics?
the NPCs. We're gonna ignore the NPCs and let you guys each do
Oh.
your
I
roles.
would like to enter.
You have to win the magic duel and then also have more accumulated points than the winner of this duel. And there is zero information about the magic duel or how it works.
Wow.
So
That means you win
So
by
roll,
default.
roll your magic
go over
you
there,
roll.
go over there and do magic stuff. And then
You guys check out this fire sword.
I actually think you might be the only, there's only 2 Shugenja in the whole competition.
Really?
I think it's just you and the other Phoenix just over there,
It's like hanging out.
just shooting spells at
Look,
each
I
other.
make a fire sword.
Pull a bunny out of a hat.
Alright, so
Pick a card.
Is this your card?
let's
can't believe
randomly determine
That
who's
porch
going
is letting you
first.
do that.
So we only have 3. You're 4 in? Are you in?
I'm gonna be. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll duel.
It's time.
I'll duel it.
1, 2.
I forget how we
All right,
get dice
computer.
roll for what now.
Computer.
Black is your
Roll a
range.
D4.
White is for your skills.
Okay.
I got 4 successes.
Really? Oh, you're just gonna do it.
Yeah.
I need.
She just openly
It's
defies you.
just
So
it's just your tactics plus your range is what. we
Yeah, it's a martial arts melee check.
I need more dice.
3,
I need 2 more.
4.
Or 1 more, and then a white one. Wow, that sucks.
What can you use 2 opportunity for, Brad?
This does say that your tournament points matter for this too. So,
Just think
2
you can
opportunity.
look
Yeah.
You can use it. You can be flashy. What stance are you in? Fire. Notice something missing or out of place. Perform it in a flashy way, or inflame another character and make them have 2 strife.
Jesus.
That's only with 1.
Ooh, I'm gonna do that to Bob.
I do that to Melissa.
Just set each
Are you in
other
fire
on
stance too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which
I'm also going to use my whatchamacallit void point.
the candy bar?
I like
Is
this.
that something you roll?
Yeah. Well, it's just
Did you use a void point?
Bob's using the void point.
Okay, I
Which-
got 6 successes.
Which dice was which again?
The ring dice are the black ones. The screw
Alright.
dice are the white ones.
Are you done with those now?
Yes.
My
How much
bonus.
strife did you take?
I took 4 strife.
Jesus Christ! Yeah.
Or because Melissa added 2, I took 4 strife. Oh, but I can use.
You can't
Chew
use.
that.
You can't use. You can't use.
I can
this
use it to get rid of the ones that Melissa gave me.
on your next turn. You can't use the dice that you're rolling now to affect this round. It has to be next round.
Yeah.
No, you can't use it to affect the roll you make. I gained strife from Melissa using an ability. I'm using the opportunity to remove those strife.
You can remove a strife for 1 opportunity that you gain from that check. It has to be the spending the opportunity is remove a strife from that roll. So you can't use it to remove a pool of strife you've already accumulated.
Oh.
It's only from what you just
Okay, that's
rolled.
opposite from what you told us last week.
Well,
But
I
still-
didn't tell you anything last week. That's what you all interpreted on that sheet because I didn't even read it till just
Well,
now.
even still,
So-
that means I can remove the 2 strife I got on that roll.
Right.
How so? Like, what do you mean?
Brad says it works opposite from what we had thought it did last week.
It says remove 1 strife you gain from this check per opportunity spent this way.
But you can't remove the strife if that you're taking the.
So you only
bonus
can remove
success
what
off
you gained
it,
on
right?
that check. You can't remove.
Yes, you can
That's
because
how it's written.
because
here.
fire states that +1 bonus success per strife symbol.
Right, so you can't remove that strife and also get the benefits from the strife in the same turn.
Yes. Well, that's only on dice you keep.
Plus-
too.
Yeah.
If you succeed, +1 bonus success per strife symbol.
Kept. It's only on the dice you keep.
So you can
Right.
remove that strife on like when you're getting rid of strife this way, but after you take the token.
I
So if
don't
you're not going to
understand.
take that bonus success on the dice that you keep, then you could use the opportunity to get rid of that strife.
Why?
Because that's what they said.
Busted the other way.
I've lost.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure.
So fire stance gives you a bonus success for each symbol. It doesn't say that you spend that symbol.
Each strife
which means
symbol
it's
that
still
you keep. Yeah.
which means it's still a strife you gain, and then you spend an opportunity to reduce a strife you gain from this check.
That's completely busted. If you're using if you're
But,
getting 2
if you get rid of
successes
the
and an
no, if you
opportunity
get
from
rid
that
of the
same dice-
strife, you don't also get the
But
success. You got rid of it.
You're not getting rid of the strife.
You have to the way
It says per strife symbol.
kept.
It, okay.
That's what the book says. You have to keep the dice. So if you get rid of the strife, you're not keeping it anymore. That's why fire is balanced. It's balanced because you're taking strife in order to get extra successes. If you could also cancel them every single roll, then it's completely broken and we shouldn't even be playing this game.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's if this is the way it was to be ruled. I mean, it's fine, whatever. If that's the way it was to be ruled, then that should have been brought forward before we started playing.
Well, I didn't figure it out until we seen people getting way too many successes, like you and Melissa last time. Then we're like, something has to be wrong. For, you know, basically, you're not even a samurai yet, and you're passing legendary level difficulties. Like, technically, you know, you can do anything in the game. Like I said, level 8 difficulty is like there's a prophecy foretold that you're gonna die right now, and you're like, nah, I avoided it. You know, or whatever. So
Just riding that learning
you
curve.
can still only keep as many dice as you have in the ring.
Sure. Right.
So the most you can ever possibly get is the twice the amount you have in the ring. So
They keep exploding.
Unless they keep exploding
Yeah.
with strife.
But you gotta remember that
Okay.
you made your character before I ever even looked at this book, so I had no idea what the rules were when you made
So like,
your
yeah, an
character.
exploding strife is
So-
2 successes. If you roll an exploding strife, that's 2 strife but 4 successes, and another, you know, you can, that one thing. But yeah, you're getting strife, which is the balancing aspect.
well, either way, I
It
still
has
have.
to work like
Because
that.
because then you'd be compromised by the end of all of that anyway.
Yeah, it has to work like that, or the game doesn't work. I mean, it doesn't clearly say. I mean, maybe it does, and I just can't find it. But
It doesn't clearly say what.
let's see.
Because otherwise, there's literally no point in taking anything other
Yeah.
than fire.
Yeah.
Legend of the One
I
Ring.
agree. That's why I chose fire.
Yeah, you did that before I even read the rules, though. So I don't know what you read to make you think it was going to work like that, because you made your character while we were doing something else. So
Story of a
let me
ring.
see.
The One Ring to rule them all.
Just set everything on fire.
Well, yeah, that's how it was looking. Like, yeah.
That's what happened in Lord of the
Let's
Rings.
see.
It's actually kind of what we do in D&D too.
That's true.
Set everything on fire.
Set everything on fire.
That's my go-to.
Fire always solves most problems.
All right. What was I? Where?
Name a problem.
I can't even find the stances.
Is it fire
Where are
cancel?
they?
No, just name a problem.
Oh.
I'm thirsty.
You.
Fire. Fire can also help you with thirst because it can
I'm too hot.
turn on the sprinklers and then water comes down and you can drink it.
No, he's right.
What about?
I'm on fire.
That's a problem.
Yeah. Sorry. This is fun video.
Fire can only exist if it has the like heat, fuel, and oxygen. So if you add more fire, then you can remove the heat, or you can move the fuel and the oxygen from the first fire to put that fire out. You ever heard of the phrase "fighting fire with fire"? That's what they're talking about.
He's
here.
right.
fire.
I can't argue with that. Fire fixes everything.
No, you just build a slightly smaller fire next to the fire you don't want, and then it stops the first fire.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
That's what firefighters do.
Have you ever seen two
Yeah,
fires
they
in
fight
one
with
room?
fire.
They get giant flamethrowers and just shoot.
Why
at
every
the
time you
building.
see a burned building, then next to it there's another burned building?
Yeah. Ah, shit, the house is on fire. Light the next one up.
First one's done. Like it just burned out.
Well, we'll figure this out later.
When you succeed on a check, you count as having one additional bonus success for each strife symbol on your kept dice. Is the stance effect, how it actually reads. Then it says... I mean, I feel like it has to work that way.
Yep.
But yeah, we can just continue and figure it out. But
So then going forward, it's just the opportunity can be used to remove a strife symbol from the dice.
yeah, from that check that you're rolling it
Well,
on,
from
is
from
what it says.
yeah, from a dice during that check.
Right, and if you remove it, the
Then
strife,
it doesn't count as a success.
the
that's
symbol's
fine.
not there anymore because you've removed it. So
Okay, so either way, I still get 6 successes
right.
Well, you're just counting bonus successes, right?
Bonus, so
So-
from
5.
5.
So 3 for me.
Yeah.
I have a total of. Does it do so 4? So is that 3 bonus successes?
Yeah, correct.
Alright, what'd you
I
get?
only got one bonus.
So you guys both have 3?
Yeah, and Bob has 5.
Well, yeah, but there's a second place, so you guys gotta go.
Tied
again.
for second place.
Well, weren't the bonus
points with
successes
that.
just being added to our point
Yeah,
total?
they're being added to your point total, and
She's got more points than me by a long shot.
Oh, you told us to stop keeping track!
He's been keeping track.
He said,
He said he was not keeping track.
he said points don't matter after the first day.
I did stop keeping track for like the last 2 things, but it didn't change how many that. I think everyone will have like the same. I think like everyone has like one more that I
Stance
wrote
and
down.
one more victory.
Yeah, it's one more stance and one more victory. Whatever. Bram has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
I could have told you that Derek has more than me. Derek had more than me his first day. And I'm at the end.
Derek
I
has
had-
17.
I had front runner and success, but not stance for all the checks.
I had 16 when I stopped keeping track.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. How much did you have?
I had 16 when I stopped keeping track.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm just happy to be included.
I mean, I don't care. It's not really that big of a deal.
Yeah, because I have 12 for you when I stopped keeping track.
Well, that was before we did the like
That's, you probably
all
could
of the
stop.
like writing and stuff where I was starting actually getting
I
points.
should have watched the video and wrote down and recalculated to make sure I got it exactly right, but I didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal.
Whatever.
Canceling the Topaz Championship.
What? We're canceling it?
They're canceling it.
Oh darn.
But
It's kind of an awkward scenario anyways. They're like, just hurry and get this shit over with.
I'm really worn out from like doing the stuff we just did. That's why I just did poorly in the battle, in the duel.
So it's going to come down to
I'm sleepy
Bob and
now.
Derek anyways. We already knew that. Of who's going to be first place and who's going to be second place. So I think we should just do one actual duel. Since it's going to come down to you 2 anyways.
Fight to the death.
Heck yeah.
Kick his ass!
Alright,
Just because we haven't done a duel yet in the game, so we might as well do one.
alright.
okay. Yeah, I'll be entering void stance.
I don't think you're supposed to give that away.
But,
I gotta turn to the duel rules. Well, I can do one duel. We just can't do. I just don't want to do.
I'm
one
pretty.
of them.
Don't you have to announce what stance you're in?
for initiative.
For initiative, yeah. It's just wait. Yeah, wait 1 second while I pull up the steps. And but yeah, this gives everybody a chance to see how duels work, and you know, if anybody's watching this, they will have a poor example of how to play the game.
Please point out what we're doing wrong.
So it is going to be a meditation check for your duel initiative. And you can use any ring for it. And then after you do your initiative, you enter that stance. But then at the start of your turn, you can switch stances.
I'm starting in water.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and then exploding.
Yes.
3.
I'm just doing one.
Are you doing any opportunities, initiative opportunities per...
Yes.
So what's the initiative opportunity for water stance? Assess the quality of the terrain.
Oh, no, not that. Not for that.
Well, I'm just saying, what's your opportunity stuff for initiative?
Oh, no,
It's
yeah,
right
I'm not
here,
doing
yeah.
any opportunity. I didn't roll any opportunity.
I was just reminding you what it was. That doesn't...
Fire is use your focus instead for your
Yeah.
vigilance.
Well, yeah, but you're not surprising him because it's just a duel. It's not a...
Okay.
Derek's like, oh shit, a duel!
I forgot you were right there!
Call me off guard.
What year is it?
I'm still using my focus instead of vigilance because it's 4 higher.
Yeah.
Oh, but no, it wasn't fire. It was void.
Isn't it for when you were surprised, though? So you're not going to be surprised? Right? I don't think it does
This does
anything.
not surprise me.
Oh, I can sense if there's otherworldly beings in the scene.
You can.
Oh, dude, my grandpa. Well, Pep. Samurai Pep.
Ghosty Pep Pep.
I love that show.
Samurai Pep.
All right. So this is obviously a
But-
first strike duel
Right.
using the blunted weapons you were using earlier. It's not. You double check them, make sure this isn't accidentally sharp, is it? Okay.
Yeah, after the mishap earlier.
Wait, was the end of the scene after this? Because you told us like
The
just
scene's
do it
done
now.
It's done now. Yeah, the scene's done after the conversation.
Oh, okay. So we're in a new scene.
Yeah. This is different. Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure,
And
like the stuff that we did with the.
I'm just
finishing
since it comes down to these two and they both really care about winning, I'm gonna let
No,
them
I just wanted
duel
to
out.
make sure before the thing that we just did, because I got some strife. I just wanted to know if I was supposed to half it before or after that, because I halved it before we did that, but I gained strife, so that's why I wanted to know when the end of the scene was.
Okay. Well, when they finish this duel, it'll be the end of another scene.
Okay, so
Basically, what's going to happen is we're going to wipe all this stuff before we continue from here.
okay,
After this is done, because it's assumed that you're in town enough. You're going to be here for another day or two before you head out.
okay, so don't
You'll
worry
be
about. I'll be
healed.
down to
You'll-
0.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's what I was wondering if like.
You will be at 0 before we start
Okay,
the next part of the adventure.
Alright.
'Cause
May I
you're
look at
gonna
the book
rest.
quick? I need to look up one of my techniques.
Yeah.
Now you can bid strife for initiative, can't you?
I was getting ready to look at is I know you can do something like that. All right, so
I bid you strife.
Just stare down.
yep. So initiative happens first, then the stare down. So you each gain a strife, and then
You can just spend your experience like at any point, right? There's
yeah,
no-
you guys want to expend your experience while they're doing this? Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, think of
And then
that,
we're-
now what if
Once we're done with this part, we're gonna get into the actual adventure. Then we're gonna assign equipment, and then if you guys want to buy anything else, we can just kind of do it. Or basically, you're fully equipped by these guys before you
with
set out.
the rings to go up one, isn't there? Was there a rule I thought I remember seeing
Yeah,
about
there's-
how it has to be even? You can't like max one out while one is still in
Yeah,
one.
it's the max that you can raise it is something. It's your void plus something. I need to look it up. Again. It's something to do with your void ring. Void is what controls how fast you can level up everything else.
Okay.
I need to look at the advancement in here just to tell you that real quick. Which now I know where it's at. Couldn't find it last time, and then I realized it was in the character creation. Yeah, I learned it. This book has a 85-page create your character section, and they put all the important rules in there that are not about making characters.
Where else are they gonna put it?
way to go, L5R.
So you want to know where the advancement rules are? They're in the creating a character. You cannot increase a ring to a value greater than your lowest ring plus void. So that's what it is. So your lowest ring plus void. So like Derek's lowest ring plus void is 2. So,
What if void is my lowest?
well, your next lowest plus your void.
Okay.
And maximum of 5 is where you go. Character creation doesn't count for that. Because like, if you look at Derek's rings, that breaks that rule. Because it doesn't count during character creation,
Sure.
but now afterwards. So yeah.
Okay. I thought that there was something like.
And
I mean,
then
I can't, raise my fire
It's
anymore.
3
What we have.
XP times the value purchased for rings, 2 XP times the rank purchased for skills, and then techniques usually will just tell you this costs X amount of experience if you're buying a new technique. Alright, so we ready? Stare down first.
Well, I said I'm trying to. If
Stare down like the thing at the beginning of like MMA fights where they just like look at each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah, basically whatever round you
They
are
get real close.
is how much strife you get. So round 1, each person gets 1 strife. Round 2, each person gets 2 strife. It forces the duel to an end. Because when someone's
Gotcha.
compromised, you can move in for a finishing blow.
Nice.
So basically it just makes it so the duel actually ends and you don't just, stare at each other for weeks.
Yeah, I can't do stare downs.
Alright.
well, I'm still looking to see. Like I thought I saw
Phase
somewhere
2.
where you can add to your initiative
I
with
think
strife.
that's just in skirmishes. I don't think that's in duels. I know what you're talking about, and I think that is. Look in the other combat. I think it's in a skirmish combat.
One-on-one skirmish.
Yeah, there's skirmishes, there's mass combat. You're talking about a clash, right?
I was thinking that
A
exactly.
clash? Is that what
that-
you're talking
I don't know,
about?
is that-
Just hitting him with
Yeah,
real
this is,
word assassination.
Oh, that's how you embed a duel in another scene. Clashes can arise from the use of a challenge action or be a narrative event.
Did you say duel in bed? What kind of fight are you two having?
What?
We're just wrestling, Mom.
I've got 2 swords.
Dan?
But see, I don't know if maybe that was a 4th edition thing that I saw and not 5th, but I always thought you could bid strife to increase initiative. But that might have been a 4th edition
Let me
thing.
see. Duel actions. All right, here's your actions for a duel.
Well, it's not so much an action as it is your initiative.
Right. Well, maybe it's an action to do it for the next one. So hold on. Calming breath. As a support action, you can take a deep breath to calm yourself, recover stamina. Center.
We're demonstrating as you
As a support action in the void stance, you may focus your energy inward and name a skill, roll a number of skill dice up to your rank in that skill, and reserve those dice. The next time you make a check using that skill, this scene, replace number of rolled dice with the reserve dice. You can predict, which is
Guessing their stance.
guessing their stance, yeah. You secretly select air, fire, or water and record it. Next time your opponent chooses a stance, you reveal your selection. If it matches, your opponent gains 4 strife and must choose a different stance.
get strife if they guess your stance. Like, fire, and they're like, whoa!
I knew you were going to do that. Damn it. I knew I was going to do that.
I'm shaking!
It's like
You can prepare an item, or you can strike, which is the martial arts check. And then 2 opportunity to turn it into a critical, or you can do a unique action, which is just basically you making something up.
But you're using basic.
Resolving a duel. Duel draws the close of end of any round where one or more characters achieve their objectives. I don't know what that was.
Quick, someone sense otherworldly presences.
Well, like here, like again, I don't know if this is a 5th edition thing, but like for an example, it says during the stare down round, both players have the ability to secretly bid strife up to their focus attribute to modify their initiative score.
Where's that at?
I said it's just in this example of dueling, but it's not from the actual book. That's why I said maybe it's a 4th edition mechanic.
It's just
It's
got a
in
Word
a-
document up. They just typed it in.
Let me go first. It's just
Yeah, honestly, it seems fair to me to take strife to increase initiative.
Oh yeah, it's right here.
How do you do that?
Hey, I have this thing that says that I become the Topaz Champion.
Secretly choose a number between 0 and your focus attribute, then simultaneously reveal, add it to your initiative for the round. Give me... Melissa, look behind you in that box right there. That, see, you know that box right there, that one.
Sure, yeah.
On the 4th shelf down, on that right behind you, next one over, next shelf over, that box right there that you just put your finger on. Yes. Open that up and
Tell us
there's
what's
2
inside.
little... Show the camera.
Is that your card?
No, there's two little spinny dials in there that have numbers. Give them to them for bidding.
That is
Well, you could just
amazing that
use
you like
chips.
knew exactly
Huh?
Just
what.
use chips. Because you're adding it to your strife regardless.
Oh, I guess.
But I found the spinny dials.
Just get them out. We might need them for something else.
Okay.
I'll play with one.
Yeah, dude. This goes up to what?
Ooh, there's so
So
many.
if first off, you can't keep any dice that have stripe on them if you become compromised.
Yes.
But once you get
And your
compromised,
vigilance is considered to be 1. But once you get
But in Duel, once you become
Yeah.
compromised, the other person gets a free strike.
they get a free finishing blow. So basically, when
Like immediately interrupting initiative?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna read it right now. The first time their opponent becomes compromised or unmasked during a duel, you may immediately execute a finishing blow. Special action that can be performed on a turn. You execute a finishing blow by choosing an attack action, performing it against the opponent, interrupting anything they're doing, including resolving a check of their own. If the character executing the finishing blow succeeds, instead of dealing damage, they inflict a crit. Obviously, if it's to the death, but obviously if it's just to first hit.
I believe that Melissa just made me lose this duel.
Well, by giving you the 2 strife.
Yes.
His focus is not high. Or your not focus, but the composure.
No, my focus is 5.
Yeah,
my focus is actually really
She's
good.
over there flashing her cleavage at you, and you're like, just distracted. Like,
Dude, I've got mad
Composure, that's
composure.
what the composure.
Fire. I mean, we both are into fire.
My loins are
And fire is passion.
Hey, we like hot things.
all right, so basically now who's
It's the stare down,
are
so
you
we
bidding?
gain. We
Yeah,
gain,
so you're bidding. So go ahead and reveal your bids if we're ready. All right, so Derek, make sure he's going first. Bob obviously doesn't bid any.
Well, I can't because then I become unmasked and Derek immediately gets to strike anyways.
No, you become compromised. You don't have to unmask.
Well,
But you can
if you
still
become
Yeah,
compromised
yeah.
or unmasked.
Or unmasked.
Okay, so now I am moving
Yes.
and I'm taking the attack option.
Okay, I'm going to ward.
So you're gonna do a strike option.
I ward.
I'm switching to.
I don't know what ward means. So
Means any successes Derek has to reroll.
okay.
Okay.
What is that ability?
It's my dragon thingy.
Huh.
Because of the school I'm in. I'm in Void.
What's it called?
It's called it's the dragon school. It's Dragon Way of the Dragon, maybe.
Yeah, okay. So he has to reroll all of his successes.
Which I just rolled.
Can you do that
successes.
every round?
Yes, I get to choose ward or a number of successes equal to my school rank, so it's
I
only
had 2
one.
successes, so I had to reroll them.
But now you got an exploding on the reroll.
Oh no.
However,
Well, only one of them should have been rerolled because my school rank is only 1. It's only up to my school rank.
okay, I'm sorry. So I'll that was the
Same
thing.
result, yeah.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3.
How much more stripes did you just take? Just 1 or
2.
2? Okay. Ooh.
Okay, so
You probably could have only bid 1 stripe because you knew he wasn't going to bid any. You
oh no, I was up by 2, so he had to bid at
Yeah.
least 3 strife.
They bid 4.
So 3 successes.
Okay.
What's the target number?
2.
2. So that's 1 hit.
So you do physical damage to the target equal to your weapons based damage plus your bonus successes. Obviously, we're not doing damage, but according to that means you hit him.
Yep.
Thanks, Melissa. Because if I had that too, I would have outbid Derek and won initiative.
Yeah, duels really kind of come down to who wins initiative.
Yeah.
Well,
And-
don't read things aloud.
1, 2,
I wouldn't have known.
3.
You played yourself.
What do you mean?
3
you
successes, so yeah.
You mean you haven't memorized this chart
No.
yet? I thought you did your homework.
We did
I
our
did.
homework now one time.
I came up with my name. Jeez.
But no, I've definitely built my character to strike first because my focus is 5, so I can bid.
But no.
But you have to be at 0 strife going into a duel,
Yep.
preferably.
And then you're also rolling 7 dice.
Right. So I will get that strike. And then, assuming I'm using fire, it also means that I can use successes to
Out of curiosity.
increase critical.
Out of curiosity, if I didn't have enough to bid and you went first, I would have tried to predict. Would you have switched to fire?
No, I was in void.
In void, you would have stayed in void. Okay,
Yep.
so you would have.
You wouldn't have been able to take the bonus successes because of the
Right.
strike.
Well, I would have. When you predict. if you
However, I
succeed-
can
Yeah.
keep the success. I basically
You don't get strife when you're in void.
when you're in void, I can use the dice that have strife on them without gaining
No,
strife.
I just meant
Right.
he wouldn't have gone to fire because it wouldn't have made sense because that would be the reason to do
Well,
it,
I
is
would
to
have.
get the
But
bonus
see, like if
successes
you,
on the
if I would have, if I would have successfully predicted what stance he was going to, he takes 4 automatic strike.
Right.
So that's would have been my defense strategy.
Which makes him compromise, which gives you a free
First strike,
attack.
yeah.
A free attack, yeah.
But
Right, and despite my character looking very blunt and straightforward, he's actually a great tactician too. So the whole time he's presented himself as only using fire stance. So going into the duel,
Yeah.
You're like, he is a dual threat.
Oh.
Go home.
because I have 2 swords.
I've been there. It's not very fun.
oh, hey, Dark, what's going on?
Hey, you're here just in time.
Okay, yep.
I
So
don't
yeah,
know what
I
for,
just-
but just in time.
Yeah, I immediately just run up and just. He was probably expecting me to take a defensive stance, but I went on the initiative.
You know, we settled for a duel, and you struck me, and I said,
Right.
"I wasn't ready."
You're like,
No, do over.
hey,
You didn't even call the duel to start.
he's still staring at Melissa's character.
I blame you.
All right. So, Derek is going to win. Yay. Bob is going to be the runner-up. And next year, when we redo this adventure, Bob will be the vengeful one, trying to get back.
And he'll try to kill the man too.
Right.